You ever watch a game and feel like the refs just rewrote reality live on TV? That's exactly what happened Sunday. Two games, two blown whistles, or missing ones, a tidal wave of social media outrage, and the same tired question: are the officials losing the room and the league's trust faster than they can throw a flag? Start with the Giants versus Eagles. It's 4th and 1. The Eagles run the tush push. You know the play. Jalen Hurts is shoved forward. Kayvon Thibodeau rips the ball out, falls on it, and for a split second, it looks like the Giants have a huge turnover. Except the whistle had blown. Refs ruled forward progress, stopped before the fumble, so possession stayed with Philly. The Giants coach Brian Daboll was furious. Kayvon Thibodeau called the explanation some bulls, and fans erupted. The clip didn't help. To most eyes, it looked like the defense clearly recovered the ball, only for the play to be wiped away by a judgment call. Fox News, that same Sunday, fans turned an accusatory finger toward the Ravens-Bears game, posting clips, conspiratorial threads, and hot takes that screamed rigged. Whether it was a phantom penalty, a missed holding call, or simply a string of inconsistent whistles, social feeds filled up with the same refrain. The officials had handed two teams outcomes they didn't earn. The pileup of anger was loud enough that national outlets began covering it as a broader officiating crisis, not just two isolated screw-ups. Yahoo Tetao. Why does this feel different from the usual weekend refereeing gripes? Two reasons. One, the tush push is already a flashpoint this season. Owners even voted on banning it in the offseason, and the league has tried to tighten the guidance around it. Every time it's involved in a controversial spot, the scrutiny spikes. Two, forward progress rulings are basically black boxes. If the on-field crew says forward progress stopped, that decision is generally non-reviewable, which means viewers can see replay angles that suggest otherwise, but the rulebook gives officials very wide discretion. That combination, a judgment call that can't be undone and a hugely consequential play, is combustible. Sportskita. Let me be crystal. Officials aren't omniscient. Football is played at 20 to 30 miles an hour, angles are messy, and sometimes a whistle should come sooner to protect players. But the problem isn't occasional human error. It's the pattern, a cluster of calls and non-calls that look inconsistent game to game, crew to crew. When one team benefits from a phantom flag and another team weeks earlier was stomped by a different crew's creativity, it creates a perception problem. Credibility drains away fast. And once credibility's gone, every borderline call looks like intentional favoritism. Sportskita, so what can the league realistically do? There are a few options people keep floating, and I'll be blunt about what matters and what's theater. 1. More replay power? The NFL has already expanded replay assist, letting replay officials advise on objective things. But forward progress is a judgment call. Giving it to TV review would solve some blowups and create new ones. You'd trade one kind of controversy for another, where suddenly every pile and whistle triggers a 7-minute TV stoppage. The rulebook lets replay teams advise on specific objective items, but they still can't invent a forward progress reversal from thin air. Operations.nfl.com. 2. Better training and consistency. This is the low-cost, high-impact fix that actually matters. If officiating crews across the league are coached to the same standard, those "why did they call that" moments shrink. Problem: consistent training takes months, and the NFL's officiating pipeline is creaky. Retirements, travel, different crew dynamics. Fans want quick fixes. This one is slow and boring, but it works when it's enforced. 2. Transparency and accountability. The league could publicly explain tough rulings faster and clearer. A short TV explanation, a quick replay note from the officiating office, even a published rationale the next day would diffuse a lot of the conspiracy smoke. Right now, the silence after a controversial ruling lets the rumor mill run wild. The NFL can't justify every call, but it can stop hiding behind silence. Yahoo Tetao for rule changes. If a play causes repeated grief, like the tush push, owners could vote to ban or reframe it. That's messy. Teams design offenses around rules, but it's on the table. Owners have already debated it. If a rule repeatedly leads to game-deciding ambiguity, changing the rule is a legitimate solution, even if it feels drastic. Sportskita. Now let's cut through the noise. Fans yelling rigged rarely helps. The referees make calls, sometimes wrong ones, because they're human and the game is fast. But sports leagues live on trust. When the perception becomes that inconsistency is the rule rather than the exception, and when non reviewable judgments wipe away clear, replay visible turnovers, people stop trusting outcomes. When trust falters, ratings wobble, advertisers squint, and the league's product devalues. That's not drama. That's economics. So, what's the bottom line? And I know you didn't ask for a bottom line header, but bear with me. Officiating isn't just about getting every call right, it's about building and maintaining confidence. The NFL can fix a lot of this. Clearer explanations, smarter use of replay assist, standardized training, and yes, tough conversations about plays like the Tush Push. Do that, and the outrage fades. Ignore it, and every Sunday will feel like a referendum on whether anyone's keeping score fairly anymore. The fans aren't asking for perfection. They're asking for fairness and clarity. The league owes them that. If you watched Sunday and felt cheated, you're not alone, and you shouldn't be the only one pushing for answers.